Hello internet friends, and thank you for joining me, Almost Immortal, for another exciting video, where I try and play a modded world, get my hopes up, feel somewhat proud of the progress I've made, and ultimately fail in a spectacular fashion. This is the same world as I did on my previous failure video and was just another attempt. I spent several hours doing this, continued editing the video, and was really surprised when I died. I thought I was prepared, turns out I was not, and I thought you guys might enjoy seeing the result. Let's dive right in, and you can enjoy the fun. Looks like we've started in a nice enough area. I think the safest bet to do is go to the Redwood Forest. Grab some wood, make some tools, the usual. Start off with a Paxel, because that lets us do everything and saves us bag space. We've already got 3 wool, so we'll be good for a bed already. Day 1. Always nice. I've had much worse starts in my pursuit of hardcore. Right, now that we've got a bunch of food that we can cook up, let's go over our approach. So this is something like 8 or 9 attempts. I've died by Enderman, lava, creeper, skeleton, falling from height, and I think in the last one it was zombified piglins. Not great. It was straight after going in the nether as well. A ghast attacked me, I hit its fire back, as you're supposed to. And obviously didn't work. Instead, the fire hit some piglins, and the zombified piglins, and they all crowded me. I got swarmed, beaten, and died. I haven't been able to get past, I think, day 20. So, not doing well. So my approach this time is going to be try and find some food, try and find some leather, and then we're going to look for a village while we explore a little bit. Then I'm going to set up somewhere where it's going to be nice and cozy. And from there, hopefully, we're going to build up with some villagers. And I'll use easy villagers to be able to get some enchants. Get some diamond by going into the mines, and then hopefully we'll be prepared for the nether, which seems to be what kills me every time. Hopefully not this time though. I'm feeling good about this one, though I think I said that every other time. We'll see. We'll see. So before we can do anything good, we're going to need to get some stone. I am severely lacking on food, so we're going to have to cook some up. Let's make a bed, make some stone tools, make that into a Paxel, and get rid of our wooden one. Then we'll make a couple furnaces. Get those down here. And then we'll cook up some meat. Keep an eye on my surroundings, because I have seen there's a creeper out there somewhere. Don't want to get blown up again. So once we're done here, we'll go searching out for a village. And on the way, hopefully, we'll find some iron, some more leather, and get ourselves ready to make a backpack and a glider, so that we can get around much more efficiently and also store things without having to set up a home base just yet. A little bit of food's nice. There we go. While I finish cooking this up, I'm just going to go get some more logs so that I can make some charcoal. It's getting a little dark, so instead of getting that charcoal, I'm just going to quickly try and sleep. Wait for it to get dark enough. There we go. Well, that's our first night asleep. Now I'll go get that wood. There we are. And then let's set some of that to turn to charcoal. Now we've got a little bit of food, which should keep us going for a while. Not long enough, probably. But we'll find more along the way. I think there's lots more over there. And that's probably about the direction we want to go. Towards the forest. Either the forest or the redwood forest. Maybe the forest. There's a lot less hostile mobs down there. Looks a lot nicer. It looks like there's a diamond ore creeper over there, but I do not have any iron. Is there any in here? Because that would be a brilliant start. Let's go. Let's go risk it. Famous last words, eh? It is below us here somewhere. There it is. Just need to get it to explode, and then we've got a big cache of diamond ready for us. There's a wee bit of iron there. Fantastic. There's some iron here. That'll be enough to make an iron pick. And we just need to come back and... yeah. This could be a brilliant start. Right, made a little tunnel down. Let's go smelt up some of this iron. That's 3 iron, enough for a pick. Now let's go get that diamond. Terrifying down here in the dark. A little bit more over there. Is it worth the risk? Now, let's climb back up. See where we're at. So that's day 2. And we've got a stack and a half of diamonds. This might be the best one yet. That means we can get diamond armor straight off the bat. And we can also get a diamond paxel. And we still have more than a stack of diamonds. Ah, that's brilliant. Look at that. Look at that. Day 2. This is where I get cocky and die. Now that we're protected, let's press on and find a village. Got plenty of wood for now. Pick a bit more up on the way. It's getting dark again, so sleep for day 2. Day 3, ooh, an armadillo. Don't know what they're for. Get plenty of leather if we can. Okay. We have 16 leather, which should be enough to make both a backpack and a glider once we have the things we need for them. We need more iron and some string as well. We've got 22 raw mutton, 14 raw beef, and 2 raw chicken to cook up, and that should definitely keep us going for a little bit. I think now I'm going to go this direction. Towards the west. I'm going to take some sand, because we'll need that later. Oh, that was close. That was not supposed to be there. I saw cows. I did not see the lack of floor. Okay. So there's not much over there. It's a river. So let's go up towards the north. Okay. So it just looks like there's more ocean. Do we go this way or do we go that way? If all else fails, we'll make a boat and we'll go for a little voyage. I don't think I've installed any mods that have sea monsters or anything. Do you know, I think that's the route. Let's go make a boat. Night time. So before we go for our voyage, let's have a nap. Day 4, and we're off on a boat. Ideally, we'd find a rocky plateau or some sort of hill with a big flat bit on top. And then we can make a base that overlooks some places. Feel a little bit safe. Been grabbing the sugar cane whenever I've come across it, just because we'll need that for books later. Over there, maybe. Rocky shrubland. Either that or we go around and we see what's at the top. No, let's go through. Let's see what's over here. Boat was a really good idea. Covers much more ground. Bit of coal, always nice. Ooh. Now either that's a village or it's... Oh, it's a pyromancer's tower. That's good. So one of the mods I've got installed is Iron Spells and Spellbooks. And the pyromancer will sell fire-related spells, I think. But I also know that if you loot his tower, he gets very annoyed and attacks you. So I'm going to make a note of where he is, just on my map. And I'm not going to bother him, because I know it will result in my death. Scary cave, we're not going to go in. And another one. I am liking the look of this here, or potentially the lavender field. But I still want to find a village. There's a ruined portal with a block of gold on top. Go have a look at that. I'm running out of inventory space, so while I'm here, I'm just going to cook up some more food and try and clear things up a little bit. Okay, I've cooked up all my food. I've also made some more charcoal, clearing up a little bit of inventory space. Now I'm going to go back this way and up here. I think I finally found a village. After all of this, I may have found one just there. Let's go over and find out. Oh, finally. Now the problem is, I have no bag space to steal them. So I need to set up shop here, find a couple of spiders for string, and then I can move them. I'm going to make a chest. There's already one here, so I can extend this. And then I'm just going to put everything in that I have to clear up some space. We'll keep the boat to the side. Keep some charcoal on us. Obviously, we'll keep some food and some diamonds. That just clears up some space. And then we can also pop the furnaces out. Just like that. Maybe get the bed on top there. That's good. Right, so we have somewhere to sleep. Which is good, because night's descending. Now we can go caving and try and find a couple spiders. We'll sleep before that. Reset the day. Day 7. We have full diamond gear. We have a diamond paxel, an iron pick, plenty of diamond left over. I think we're ready to make a start for the mine. There's also a ruined portal here and a waystone. All I'll do while I'm down here is try and use my map to find spiders. Ooh, there's webbing. There's lots of webbing. That's a good sign. Ooh. Ooh. Nope. That's a necromancer. Not prepared for that. I'm going to go back up, make a sword, so we can get some string from the webs, and make a shield. I'll leave some sand and some copper that I found smelting, so we can get some glass and copper. And there's our shield. Nice. And just a stone sword, so that I can break the cobwebs. Now let's go try again. So if I do this right, I don't need to kill a single spider. I can just wander around and break these cobwebs. Just getting the string. Ooh. Well, that made me jump. Ho ho. Just a silly skeleton. Whew. Fully jumped. Trying to keep an eye on my map so that nothing creeps up on me. Trying to take the nice and safe approach. Oh. He crept up. I think we're nearly done in here anyway. That'll do. 19 string should be more than enough. Don't need to bother with any spiders. Can probably just block this bit off for now. That was a nice and productive mining session. Oh, there's a creeper. Okay. We're indoors. We're going to bed. We've got string. Can make a backpack. The only thing we're missing is a chest. Make one of those. And that's a backpack. Now I'll just quickly smelt some iron off. And then we can make a copper backpack. And then an iron one. Ooh, we've also got a block of gold here. I almost didn't pick that up before. Glad I did now. Because it means we can upgrade all the way to a diamond backpack. That's iron. Gold. And diamond. Wonderful. Now we've got all this space to put things in. Clear out this chest. And store things for later. Now we can pilfer some villagers. Take as many as we can. Well, this will come in handy. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 villagers. That's a good amount to get started with. There's another village over there, so I might go pilfer that as well. And it looks like there's one over there as well. This is where they've all been hiding. Found the second village hidden. There's lots of villages here. I think that should be enough. Something like 15 villagers. Now we just need to find somewhere to set up shop. Ominous woods? Nope, not a chance. I'm going to smelt some iron because I think we can now make a glider. There we are, hang glider. I'm thinking of going back towards the stony shore near the lavender field because that wasn't a bad place. We can set up, get a little mine going underneath, and then consider preparing ourselves for the nether. I think we'll just go 64 blocks up and then pick a direction. Go back this way. I think we have found our home. Yep, this will do. Nice flat area just over here for me to build a house. Overlooks the sea. Can go for voyages when we need. And there's a forest just up there as well. Close by when we need wood. The first thing I'm going to do is terraform just a little bit. I want to flatten it all out onto one plane. And then I can build a base. I want to put a wall around it so that we're safe from any mobs that might want to spawn on the outskirts. And we'll also leave a place so that we can pop some trees down. And maybe a little farm. Who knows? Maybe we'll make a castle. So that's all mostly flat now, up to there. There's a wide space. Look at the map. This now, I'm going to take away any of the grass or dirt and replace it with stone or cobble. And I'll also get rid of the ores so that we can have just a nice uniform plane over here. And that's all that filled in. The better part of 6 days is taken to just flatten this, fill in all the holes and get rid of all the dirt and other such stuff. Though we do now have lots of dirt, some trees, lots of cobble, gravel, and some other stuff. Along the way, I also got a lot of coal. So we're good on coal for a while, though I did end up using a lot of food. Now, I'm going to put a wall up. I think I'm going to border this side and some of this side and then just feed it along here. I don't need the whole of this area. That would be huge and use all of the cobble I've got and more, probably. Let me make a little wall and then we'll think about what's going to go inside here. Look at that. We've got a fortress. Just need to add some doors. Pop some torches in the middle. Because we've only got a few at the moment. And maybe build a house or two. There we go. We've got 3 exits. One leading to the front, one leading down to the water, and one leading up towards all the grass, with the lavender fields and the woodlands. Now that we have a decent little home base to return to, I've popped a tag on there, a waypoint for home, and I'm also going to put this down, a waystone. And we'll put this as home. If we're lucky, we'll find another one out there, and we'll be able to teleport back. I want to make some houses now, but to do that, for any buildings, I'm going to need some more wood. So I'm going to go out and get some more jacaranda logs over here, and I'm also going to travel up to this bit here and try and get some cherry trees. So for now, It's off on our travels. I've got a bed on me, so if we need to sleep, we can. That turned into a 2-day trip, but I've now got some lily pads for when we want to make the lily pads of fertility and we want to improve mystical agriculture in the future. I've picked up some flowers in case we need to make any dyes, and I've also got some saplings. I've got some cherry saplings, jacaranda, oak, dark oak, and I think that's it. Oh, and redwood. Along the way, I also picked up some coal and I smelted some iron. I made myself an iron paxel and also some buckets because I found a volcanic area and I grabbed 3 buckets of lava in case I needed that in the future. Now I think I'm ready to start building some houses. First of all, I'm going to set up some furnaces just here. And then I can get all of the iron and copper I found along the way smelted up. I think I've got an idea of how I want my village to be laid out. And there we go. Starting to look somewhat homely. We've got 3 houses. So I decided to use jacaranda planks for the walls, cherry logs for the frame, some slabs to border around the top of those on like a ledge, and then the rest of it is cherry planks. And then I've used jacaranda as well to make the doors. I've tried to keep it all uniform, so it all looks roughly similar inside, though they are 3 different size buildings. This one I think will be my home, this one the trader hall, and this one over here maybe for storage. Not quite sure yet. Now that these are built, I can start moving some things in, but I'm not very happy with the floor, but I don't know what to change it to. I'm thinking of grabbing some quartz while I'm in the nether and replacing the floor with that. But I don't want to go to the nether yet, so that's going to be a later thing. I'm not ready at all, and I'd like to set up a nice area to do some trading first. Let me get everything out, make a little room, pop my bed down and such, leave a place over here to do some enchanting. For now, I'm going to separate my storage here, and then I might try and upgrade each of these chests. But to do that, I'm going to need some redstone. I'm also running quite low on diamonds because I keep repairing my diamond paxel. So I think we might have to go caving. But first, I'm going to organize my bags. There we go. I've organized my chests. So we've got 2 stacks of 4 chests here. We've got ores in one, wood and saplings and such. We've got building blocks and glass, mob drops, food, ores that need to be smelted, anything for adventuring, and anything to do with villages. I've also got a few things in my backpack that I might need in the future. I think we're ready to go mining soon. Ideally, we'll find some redstone and some more diamonds. I'm also just going to quickly make up a little farm just so that I can have some food growing while I'm gone. And then I've just made a diamond hoe. And we'll get some food planted. I don't have anything like squat to grow, so we're just going to have to leave these to grow naturally. I do have reliquary installed, so we can get the lily pads of fertility, but we're going to need to grind a load of mobs before that. And that's not going to be worth my time if I want to get everything done in 100 days. Not right now, anyway. We are currently on day 26, which is the longest I've lasted. Though I've not been to the nether yet. And I don't plan to for a little while. Let's get ourselves beefed up, some enchants and such, and then we'll think about it. I'm also going to pop some sugarcane down. I'm quite happy with how it's progressing, this little base. Not happy with the look of the wall anymore. It's a little bit bland, as is the floor. I think we're going to have a little bit more beautifying. Pretty it up a little bit. Again, we'll do that in the future. Don't want to do too much now where it risks taking up too much of my time, and I need to prepare for the nether so that I can get some blazes for the blaze powder and ender pearls from Enderman. It's day 27 and I think it's about time I went caving. I think I'll start in this direction where there's lots of land in front of me, less chance of hitting water. First, I've just flattened this bit so it's easier to see where my cave's going to be. And then we'll start going down here. As I said before, this is going to be a quest for diamonds and for redstone. Shouldn't take too long. We've already got full diamond armor and a diamond paxel. We just need to top up. And we only need enough redstone to be able to start our easy villages. I've made it down to bedrock. And in the process, I've got a good amount of redstone, iron, some more copper, a little bit of gold, and lots of cobble, deep slate, and other such stones. I'll just pop those away for now in case we need them for later. Now I'm going to go back up and just check my map to see if I can find any caves. Hopefully, a diamond creeper will pop up. I did see one earlier, and I went in a cave looking for it, and then I got chased by a necromancer. Not ideal. Woohoo! That's what we're after. Got almost 2 stacks of diamonds now. I think that will do. We've got some lapis as well, some gold, and enough redstone to be able to start easy villages. It's now day 29 because I got lost in a cave. I had no food on me at all, so I'm running back now to try and eat. I'm sure I've got some bread somewhere. Yeah, just there. I should have taken that with me, but I didn't. I ate all the different meat I had. No steak, mutton, or anything like that left. And I even ate half a stack of bread. Now we can start easy villages. We need some traders. We'll make many of them. I'd also like to make an iron farm, but that requires stone. So I'm going to smelt some cobble. In the meantime, let's get these set up. There we are. I'd also like to make a farmer, because that'll make us lots of food. And I might make a breeder, because you can use those to get more villagers. Yeah, let's make one. So the iron farm, I think I'll just pop in the corner over here. Just need to pop simple villager in there, and that will very slowly generate iron. I'll pop a pipe from there into a chest or something, and then that'll be our iron. And I'll put a farmer just there. And maybe I'll put the breeder there. And then we just pop our villagers away. We'll pop the farmer in there ready, and we'll give him some wheat. And then I can make lots of bread. Now we can go check on the farm. Plenty of sugarcane. We'll also make an incubator so that any of the villager babies that come out, we can just leave them to incubate. It'll speed up the process. Pop that there. Take the baby villagers out. Pop the baby villagers in. And then slowly they will turn into adults. We don't need many more, but it would be good to fill up these and then have a couple left over in case we need to rotate. And our iron's already producing. Brilliant. Now I've just made a few fletching tables, which we'll just give to these. 6 should do it for now. We'll have a couple with lecterns here, and we'll also have a couple with composters. Now we're going to need to start making lots and lots of sticks. So what I'll do is I'll make a little stick farm in the middle here. And there we go. Big tree farm. Shouldn't be overwhelming. And they should all have plenty of light. Now we just let them grow. Chop them down when they are. And replant. Now all the wood we do have, I'm going to quickly turn into sticks. And then we'll get lots of emeralds. Now the emeralds I've got, I want to use to improve the farmer. Because I want to try and get golden carrots as soon as possible and make those my main food source. And that didn't take long at all. There we go. That's one. If I can get the other one going, that would be brilliant. I just need to go get rid of some of these food items. Like cookies, for example, we won't use because they're dreadfully inefficient. And suspicious stew I don't really trust. I've used it before and ended up blind. Not ideal. All I'm going to do now for the next couple of days is break down trees and make sticks and then sell them. Nothing exciting, I don't think. But it will hopefully lead to some exciting things like good enchantments and some good food. I've been selling sticks and I've got plenty of emeralds now to be able to buy the books I wanted. And I managed to get 4 protection 4s, a looting 3 and a fortune 3. But I don't want to apply them yet because I've already set up a little area here for enchanting. And I think if I can find some other stuff to put on my gear, then put the protection, looting and fortune on my Paxel and armor, then I might end up with a better set of enchantments. But the first thing I need to do now is go find some lava. I considered going to my mine, but I think I'm going to just go over here to where the volcano is because it's just a big pool and it means I don't have to go digging around. I tried digging around and I almost fell in lava and it was only 1 source block, so it didn't seem worth it. So I will pop the things in my inventory into my backpack for now, like that. And I will venture out to find a pool of lava. My little tree farm's doing well, as you can see. I also installed a mod called Harvester so that I could quickly harvest the trees. It meant that all of the leaves would immediately disintegrate and I wouldn't have to sit and wait around. Almost forgot to bring a bucket of water. Luckily, we travelled by water. And now we're back. I'll make an anvil to apply our books, and then I'll make an enchanting table to pop between our bookshelves. Just there. Now let's give it a try. Efficiency 4. That'll be very good. Let's see if we can also apply our enchanted books. So we'll have efficiency 4 and fortune 3. Pretty good for a Paxel. I suppose it would also be good to make a diamond sword so that we can add looting. Okay, our choices are Aqua Affinity, Unbreaking 2 and Protection 1. Let's go with Aqua Affinity. Protection 4, Unbreaking 3, that's brilliant. Unbreaking 3, 5 Protection 1, Protection 1. Let's go for Unbreaking 3, 5 Protection 4. I don't really want any of those for the leggings because I've already got Protection 4, which I could add. We'll see what we get. It's just Protection 3, so we might re-roll that. And then for the boots, let's get Feather Falling 3, Protection 2 and Breaking 2. Let's see if we can add these. That's good. So we need a grindstone then. And then we can remove those. There's our grindstone. Pop that just there. And then let's re-roll the leggings and see what we get. Protection 4, projectile protection, protection 2, protection 4. Now we just need a bow. See what we get on this. Power 4 and Breaking 3, that's good. And then we've also got an Infinity. It appears we cannot have Unbreaking and Infinity. Well, we could have done. Well, it's a bother. I decided in the end I'm going to make a diamond sword. I'm going to enchant it and I'm going to give it looting just to see. It's day 37. I decided to make a smoker. I'm going to give it to one of these guys. Maybe... what's he do? Maybe this one. And then we'll see if we can get some better food. If I can get an ender pearl, I'll be able to make a feeding upgrade, which will stop me from having to keep food in my normal inventory, and I can just shove it in my backpack and specify to eat. Then I can put things like golden apples, golden carrots, and even the cooked pork chop. And then it will just auto eat whenever my hunger goes down. Now we will enchant the diamond sword and get looting on it. Luckily, there's looting 3 here. And we also got Bane of Arthropods 4, Knockback 2, as well as the looting 3. Pretty good. Didn't need the books after all. I'll make an extra shield, just in case mine runs out. Now I have an abundance of food, lots and lots of cooked pork chops. I've got a good amount of golden carrots. And I've also got some pumpkin pies and bread, just in case. Now that I've got fortune on my Paxel, I'm going to go seek out another ore creeper and see if we can get some more diamonds. It'd be silly not to, and keep a stockpile. And of course, there's a necromancer. And there you have it. I got a little bit cocky, decided to go into the mines, and I thought, hey, a necromancer's not going to be a bother, is it? No, I'm fully enchanted. Yeah, that didn't work out. In the end, I panicked, and I backed myself into a corner. But hey ho, it's what you get with hardcore, I suppose. If you have enjoyed yourself, please don't forget to like and subscribe, it does help. And if you have any recommendations for videos to do in the future, please leave a comment. See you next time.